This is Chris K with your Peak Fitness Overhead Squat Assessment. My lovely assistant Andrew here has joined me to demonstrate the awesomeness of our screening process today. We're just going to act as a client through this screen and kind of workshop the different things that we might see. Now, the first thing I'm going to do with our client is to demonstrate the exercise. I want to make sure that they understand how to execute it correctly, and then we're going to just workshop some things that we might see as terms of compensations. The way we score is that if the person can do it flawlessly, we're giving them a 3. Okay, meaning they aced it. I'm going to give him 3 chances to do it. If he's able to do it during the first one and he scores well, we move on to the next test. However, if he doesn't, we're going to do what we call breakouts, where we look at different portions of the body and see where the compensation may be. All right, that allows us to kind of spot test what we might need to look at further through isolated testing. All right, so with the overhead squat, what I'm going to ask you to do, Andrew, is line your feet up with mine like this. Hold your hands overhead, okay, and I'm going to demonstrate this first. I want you to squat down as far as you can. I want you to try to get your butt down by your heels. Do you understand?
Yep.
Awesome. Look at the camera. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good, he understands. All right, now, I want you to go ahead. Excellent, come back up. Flawless, come back down. Good, back up. All right, now face the camera. All right, let's look at that. Go ahead. All right, come back up. Some cracking, but other than that, it was very good. The one thing that I see is there a little bit of turning out here at this ankle. So we will test ankle mobility as a normal part of our screen. All right, but say Andrew was not able to get his butt down by his heels. That was a 3, by the way, but if he wasn't able to do it, okay, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to start by taking his upper body out of the motion to see if it improves. All right, so what I want you to do is cross your arms in front of you, like that. There you go. All right, now, you can lean as far forward as you want to get down. I just want you to try to get your butt down by your heels. So really all we're looking at here is his lower body. Go ahead, Andrew. Okay, now, make it really bad. Lean forward as far as you can. Okay. So he can do that, he can fold forward like an accordion, it's okay. We're just looking, and if that does improve, that tells me that there might be some stiffness in his upper body that we need to look at closer. All right, now we're going to look at his lower body, all right? Oftentimes, what we find is that people lack ankle mobility, all right? And as a result, if you watch me as I do this, I put my heels up on the, normally, I'm getting down to about here. However, if I take my ankles out of it by putting my heels up on a board or a couple mats, I can ace that pretty easily. So we want to see if that's the case with the client. So let's get your heels up on the board here. Go ahead. All right, now hands up. Squat down as far as you can. Come back up. And generally that's what you're going to see much of the time. So if that is the case, step down. We're going to look at each ankle independently. What I'm going to ask you to do is come into what we call half kneeling position here. I'm going to put a stick out in front of you. What I'm going to ask you to do is tap your knee to the stick. All right. What we want to do is stop when your heel starts to come off the ground. All right. That's as far as I want you to go. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's get you into the half kneeling position there. Okay. Now I'm going to use my hand because I'm looking for about a hand length apart from where the stick is to his foot. So I'm going to use my hand as kind of a divider there. Now, move your knee forward until it touches the stick. Okay, so on this side, he's great. Okay, let's look at the other side real quick. Switch sides. All right, his foot side here. All right, now, we're going to do the same thing. Come as far forward as you can. Stop. Okay, I start to see his heel coming off the ground right about here. So he's a little more restricted on this side, and that kind of accounts for us seeing how his foot started to turn out on that side. But that just gives us a better way to see that. Okay, let's get you to stand up. But that's our overhead squat assessment. For him, he had a perfect 3. I still may look at his ankles just because I saw that turning out there, just as an idea. But if the person compensates and can't get down, go through those breakouts. If they still can't get down after you put their heels up and their arms are crossed, give them a 1 and move on.